Hello guys, I'm in my shop. I'm going to share a little bit of my daily or time I spend in the shop. This is how it looks now. It's a little bit chaotic. I'm working on a blazer mix of denim, and this is a vintage blazer. I have already one pair where it is the blazer up and then denim here. And yes, I'm into so this is my setup. Everything's set up. It's actually my studio. It is very cute. So I have some projects made to order. This is my little canteen thing. And these are a stack of fabrics I have. 3 box. 3 box. One of these I got for free. Two, I bought this from a French lady who stopped sewing and moving back to probably France. So I bought it for 250 crowns. This one, I think I got that for free. 1 box of fabric. And I also got this for 250 crowns. Those 4 chairs, see-through. I like see-through chairs. And these chairs, I bought this from Facebook. 2 of this black. No, actually, that is for free. No, I didn't buy this. This is for free in Facebook. I got that from Facebook. That one is for free as well. And that one is for free. I actually just very interested in this one because this is a bamboo chair. Very relaxing, chilling. And this mirror, I have this for quite some time. I don't know what's the brand. I think it's IKEA. It's a long mirror. It's a very small shop, but I really enjoy it and I like it. There's a toilet here. Toilet. That's it. Wait, let me just turn on the light. And that's the toilet. Yes. That's it. I also have another bamboo. I'm trying to collect some bamboo furnitures or materials. Got this from the Philippines. This one is a Capiz shell. And this is also actually from Philippines. I bought this. This is also Capiz shell. Bought this in SM. So that's and then a little bit of speaker here. I got this, bought that for cheap price. I bought the brand new microwave, and the kettler. Those are new. So that's how my setup. I'm open after appointment, not open every day. So mostly weekend, and sometimes I'm here one of the weekdays, 1 or 2 of the weekdays, or sometimes after work. I'm here. Yes, I have a full-time work. But I like sewing and I enjoy sewing, and I will still continue sewing. No, I started to sew when 2000. No, actually, I've learned how to sew from Philippines when I was in high school. We have this like home economics course where you could choose what you wanna do. It's like in Denmark, it could be a free till, I guess. But in the Philippines, you have like this high school where you could choose either you work with wood, either you work. It's like a extra subject, free time subject. Yes. So some could choose, for example, cosmetology, where they would learn how to curl hairs or cut hairs. Or I also tried woodwork, where you could, create small wood items, fix, and I also tried that. But I think I tried sewing twice. First, I made a short, yes, and then the second time I made a dress, and that's where I've actually learned how to cut patterns and make patterns. So our teacher taught us how to do patterns, and I've learned it from there. And then in Denmark, I actually took 2 courses. I took one course At the time, I wasn't speaking Danish, and then it's like a Copenhagen FOA, no, not FOA, AOF or something like that, like a short course at night. I took it before, but it's like with an elderly people. And at the time, I don't speak Danish. So I think I did just 1 day or 2 days, and then I didn't continue or didn't finish that. I started sewing here in Denmark 2018 because at that time I was working as a caregiver, and I felt like I need to do something with my hands because, or something, I need another output because working as a caregiver, it's quite hard mentally and physically, psychologically or physically, it's kind of exhausting. So I need to find something to do that would take me out of thinking, or so I would not think about work. So I'm not, yeah, so that's why I started to think of sewing. And I bought a cheap sewing machine. I just bought, I'm not sure how much it was the first sewing machine I have in Denmark. I think it's less than 1,000, could be 300 or 500, something like that. I just want to like start to sew, just to take off the work load in your head and to think of something else instead. So I started sewing, and just this is from the time when I was a kid, when we were, high school, teenager. When I started to learn how to sew, it was the manual, the old Singer, where you need to pedal it for it to work. That's the kind of sewing machine I've learned from, the old Singer sewing machine. And now when I bought a sewing machine here in Denmark, it's an electrical, so I've also learned it by using it. At least I know the basics. And then I actually have a certificate here from Fashion and Design in SAFD. The name of SAFD is Scandinavian Academy of Fashion Design. That's the meaning of SAFD. I took it 2021 because I get really serious from 2018. I didn't stop sewing. Even though I already stopped working as a caregiver, I continued to still sew. And from 2020, I work as IT. And even if I'm working in IT, I still continue exploring my creativity. I started to paint again, and I started to, I'm trying to do everything by hands, or trying to produce what I could. I played with clay also, I played with beads, everything, all creative crafts. Yeah, I took a fashion and design in SIFD 2021. It's like a 3 months short course where we've learned from, like how to be a fashion designer from start to finish, from, having an idea, having a mood board, and then from, thinking about what is your 10 design that you want to produce, and what's the fabric, and what's the theme, so that's the focus of that course. So I took that course, I managed to finish it, I got a certificate. Now I still continue. 2025, I had a shop in Fredericksburg before. I went to the Philippines last year, and now this is my new, it's not a shop, I call it a studio, because I'm really not open every day. I'm only open after appointment, open after hotel. So sometimes they will call me, or I'll tell them, and then I'll meet them. I'll go here, normally come here after my work. I still feel like I need to have this creativity. I still feel like I want to sew. It's just giving me a different kind of happiness, fulfillment. And, it's like I don't get that from work. I get happy when I solve cases, ID tickets, but it's not the same when, you got something from an idea into a real item, just like that blazer. I'm thinking it's not yet, it's a working in progress. I have some made to order items that I need to make. A barong. This is my barong photo. So this is my mood board. I'm going to remake gown from college. I actually designed this gown. Wait, let me just design this gown when I was in college. I designed this gown, like one sleeve, and then like there's a opening here. So I actually designed this, and I asked the one from the Philippines, or a sewer sewing in the Philippines, to make it for me, because at the time, of course, I already forgot what I was. And I guess in the Philippines, sewing is quite cheap. Or yes, it is not. I mean, there's a lot of people who's sewing in Asia. It's not so expensive to have your clothes made for you or repair for you. Unlike in Denmark, it's quite expensive to have a clothing repair, or if you want your pants to be repaired or cut, it's quite expensive. There's not so many Skrala or clothing repair shop in Denmark. That's why it's expensive. And remember, in Denmark, they pay for hours, and the rate here is quite expensive. Unlike in Asia rate or Philippines rate per hour is not the same as in Denmark. And also the space also cost also to rent. So that's also one thing to think about. That's why it's expensive. But yes, I really feel like now that I've done a lot of saving now. I don't know how many kilos of clothing I have saved, because since I started to sew in 2018, I've been repairing clothes, and I'm saving a lot of fabrics, and I'm saving a lot of people's clothes, because when they come to me, instead of like, not being able to use what they purchased for, now they could use it because I could repair it for them. And I'm happy. This is giving me a lot of happiness. At the same time, it's like a win-win. I managed to help them so that they could use, or they fit the clothes that they purchase or have will fit them perfectly, because as you know, the size of Asian is, or Filipino, or height, or whatever size, is not the same as European size. So that's win. And then another win is I'm earning a little bit, not much, but it's just like odd even. But it's not about, for me, this is not about earning money. It's more about hobby. It's more about helping the environment as well, because as we know, second largest source of pollution is textile waste. So me, by doing repairing and by doing upcycling and repurposing these fabrics, then I would be able to save those clothes from being wasted or being donated in secondhand, or secondhand shop, or other countries that will know, if they will get all those clothes that could not be sold here. So I felt like maybe, I'm not so sure, but at least less than 50 kilos I saved, or more. Not sure how much, because just one time I have repaired 15 pants of the neighbor here in the shop. And I've also haven't really purchased a lot since 2011. I haven't purchased much clothes. It's always secondhand. I only buy new underwear, socks, not much, and then the rest are secondhand. And then because I have the knowledge of sewing, so I could actually produce my own clothes. I also do it for my kids, and I'm really it's just a different kind of happiness, fulfillment I receive by continue sewing. So I'm not going to stop until maybe I could no longer use my hands, or very old. Yeah, so hopefully 10 years maybe from now I will stop, maybe, not sure. But yeah, it's also nice because I'm also designing, and I can do it's like a magic, like I can produce whatever I want to produce: a jacket, a dress, a pants, And the good thing about it, it's all very unique, because every time I made something made to order, it's only one piece. There's no copycat, no nowhere in the world that you could have a copy of what I've produced. That's the medal, you know, like that's the, yes, that's the fulfilling also. It's very fulfilling to do, like, you know, producing unique items and saving the Mother Earth. Because as they say, we've already produced a lot of fabrics and that we could accumulate, or we could, you know, and there's yeah, too many plastics, too many fabrics, and then I could only do what I can do. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's been a while because I'm very busy. Tomorrow I'll go to London. I'll show you some London trips in this vlog. Thank you for now. Bye.